Hello, welcome to the first of many podcasts on hose and other cultivation tools. I am Jack Rees, this is Roger Davis. We're joined by a cross-section of society interested to know about hose, the history of hose and such like. So first we'll open it up to the audience. What's the first thing that comes into your head when you think of hose? We'll try and answer for you. Yes.
What is a hoe?
What is a hoe? That's a valid question. Roger, can you explain further?
Well, a hoe is a cultivation tool which dates all the way back to Mesopotamia in the 5000 BC.
Yeah. Euphrates River.
The Euphrates River,
yeah.
Of course. But we're not dealing with history.
No, with definition first.
We're dealing with the definition.
This isn't a geographical lesson now.
No,
all we want to know is the hose, not where they are.
Okay. We'll get back to
next week.
Next week, history. So, yeah.
As we all know, the hoe is made up of two parts: the head and the shaft.
Yeah.
You use the shaft, which is attached to the head, to beat the ground roughly until upon whence the ground can be used for the sowing of seeds to grow maize, or maybe
I feel it's an unlimited amount.
Or if there's a lot of cultivation experts around these days who just cultivate the ground. They don't grow anything.
Yeah, they just like using hose and like
using hose.
Yeah, they're just hoe fanatics, really. Like this lot. We got a few in.
Like
from
this friendly bunch.
Yeah.
What season would you recommend is best for the usage of the hoe?
Good question.
Well, I mean, it depends what you're using the hoe for. That's really.
Obviously, yeah, of course.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Mainly the summer. Spring, I suppose. Spring would be the best time to cultivate.
Springtime would be the best time.
What is the general history of the hoe?
Well, we talked about Mesopotamia.
Well, as we've said, there's two parts to the hoe. There's the head and the shaft. So both the head and the shaft have their own separate.
Yeah, they've come from different origins.
Yes, they have. The head was
Romans, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yes, Romans using animal skulls.
Yeah.
To create
the
head, and then the shaft, obviously, is just a relic of history.
From anywhere, really.
Yeah, just.
But who was it who put the two together? And
wasn't it an Industrial Revolution moment where they just looked over history and thought, why are we just using a head?
Yeah,
why can't we combine this perfectly good shaft from Eastern Asia?
He's right.
Yeah. What sent this decided?
It is right, yeah. The Romans, I think, might have put it together. And
we'd like to thank
our producer over here, Barry, for helping us out here.
And letting us film in his room.
Yeah,
as well.
That's very nice of him.
Yeah, thank you, Barry.
So, right, we've talked enough about hose now.
Barry.
Yeah, thanks Barry.
Sorry about your wife, Barry.
I
didn't mean to. Well, I do what I can for the hoe community.
He does what he can.
He does.
Right,
He
the Romans put the head and the shaft together. And
what was the inspiration for that?
Well, I think they used to use little flint pieces.
I'd say 1 and 1 makes 2.
Exactly.
And
the
shaft was one,
and
the head was the other one, and the 2 is the hoe.
By the Romans, they put them together.
Yes,
right.
So that's basically in your little bit of algebra there. The Romans were the plus and the equal sign, were they?
That is brilliant.
So are you saying
that's beautiful, Barry? That's really good.
Thanks, Barry.
It is a touching revolution.
Let's open the floor to some questions. Okay, so let's start with over here. We got Mark Williams with us. Give us our first question.
As a working man, I don't really have much money.
Yeah.
Budget hose. I mean, are they worth it? Do they do the job?
Budget hose. It's a very good question.
In the long
budget
run,
hose is not good.
In the long run, they'll just break.
Yeah.
And they're just not worth it.
Okay.
Next question.
Hi. We got another question here.
I'm George Daniels.
George Daniels.
And,
Daniels.
I was out in the garden the other day and
good.
using my hoe.
Good.
That's what we want.
That's what we. Can we just
snap?
So I was.
He's a crowd of using his hoe. Okay, your shaft snap. This is a common problem we've got. Actually, we've got a couple of letters.
I hate that. I absolutely hate when it very rarely happens.
Simple answer is get a carbon fiber.
No.
Get a carbon fiber.
That wasn't my question. I was just wondering how durable and how long lasting are they? Because I mean, mine just broke after 2 weeks. And
after 2, what were you doing to your home?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to respect the hose.
I'm interested in hose.
Like I say, there's many. I mean, it depends on the hardness of the ground.
Depends on if you bought a budget hoe.
A budget hoe, yeah. As I said, I always.
My wife got it for me for Christmas.
That's the problem.
Never get the wife to buy
This is
a hoe.
last.
No.
It's been in my garage.
Hang on.
What do you think of hose as Christmas present?
Hose as Christmas present.
I think.
Yeah, we agree. Hose as Christmas present are a good present. The only problem is disguising them. When you're
That's
wrapping
right.
hoe,
That's right.
you've got to.
We've got an avid hoeman like Mr.
Jenkins.
Mr. Jenkins over there.
Tony Jenkins.
He likes his hose, but we gave him one for Christmas.
And he knew exactly
but he knew what it was straight away.
Okay, we've got another question here.
I am a keen hoer.
As we all
I
are.
like to
We all are. This is we are homers.
No secrets here.
What is the best angle for hoe penetration?
It's an embarrassing question. People don't like to. I'll feel this one. I think.
Go ahead.
The angle of hoe penetration.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Feel the questions.
Yeah. The best angle of hoe penetration is usually about 42 and a half degrees. You're not going to get your protractor out and start measuring every time.
I'd say that if we were going to angles, then we'd have. We'd have like 42.333 recurring, or something like that.
For the maths buffs out here, 42.33 is right, but
that's right.
You're not going to get
don't
that.
Don't do all the threes because it's just so many threes.
Accurate. But that's the best. If you've got some wet soil, something wet to penetrate,
damp
soil, moist
maybe
soil.
It's kind of a leaf mold.
Then you can less angle. The moister, the wetter you're penetrating.
That's right.
The less of an angle you need to.
Do you get the shaft in there as well, or just the head?
No,
just the head.
Just the head.
Put the shaft.
Shafts never get the shaft.
No.
Any other questions?
Is there any other? We answered most.
Did we have the
I have one further question.
We have one further question.
On the topic of shafts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a long body.
Yeah. You need a shorter shaft.
Longer the body, the shorter the shaft, generally speaking.
Are you
I
sure?
get bad back pain.
Yeah.
Slip disc.
Yeah.
I was out of hoeing for 2 months.
We're not suggesting you go out and like hoe.
No,
Well, you've never hoed ever before. Don't do it. I mean,
within your experience field.
I have one thing to say about this.
Okay.
Now, for my wife,
Yeah. Okay.
I had a hoe of her.
Yeah.
And then for my birthday, she insisted on buying me these little rubber things go around the hoe to stop blisters.
But yeah.
Are they really
Around
that
the
good?
head, yeah?
Are they really that good, or do they just make it harder to hoe?
Lubricated.
I've never
rubber
used
over the
one.
shaft.
I can't say.
Rubber on the shaft, you know?
Rubber on the
I'd
shaft.
have said that if you were to buy a modern hoe, it would already have rubber.
Yeah,
on it.
you
Further question, Mr. Davis.
Yes, you got one.
To steal the question from the proverbial chicken or the egg, which came first?
This is
Which came
the
first? The head or the shaft?
You put us in a real quagmire here. Because
That's not so much of a crux when you think about the situation.
right, okay, but it's got to be the shaft.
It's got to be the head.
I'd say the
It's got to be
shaft.
the head.
What good is a shaft on its own if you don't have a head with it?
Yeah.
I'd like to point out
I've shafted many times.
that there is the shaft,
Yeah.
there's the head, your arm is a natural hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a God-given hoe that we've all had.
Since birth, basically.
We've had two
Yeah.
for millennia, and that's why it took us so long to make them out of wood.
I mean, we've gone past our 10
We've
minute
gone
mark.
far too past.
We have. We'll talk about
1
this.
minute
We'll pick this up next time when we talk about other cultivation implements. I think we're moving on to pitchfork next week. Pitchfork.
That's right, pitchfork, and
We'll try and get that to you before Christmas. Maybe on Christmas Day we'll come to see you because we do like talking about pitchfork.
we do like them.
Yeah, if you have good point, Jenkins. Yeah, if you have any questions, email us. We'll put our email details up there. We'll be getting the website up and running soon. So yeah, we'll see you around. Thank you.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Enjoy your hoeing.
And thank you, Barry.
That's Barry.
Thank you, Barry.
The white.
Good one.